this episode, our guest is Glenda from Lovezerp, where she's a 99th generation kindness trainer.
Lovezerp is the second happiest planet in the universe, probably because kind acts make the plants there grow money.
So roll up your towel into a pillow, lean back, and
Prepare to learn about Plantalonium Day and why robots are pretty darn useful to have around.
Shut up and sit down.
Welcome once again to the Hitchhikers and Appetizers podcast, coming to you from Millyways, the restaurant at the end of the universe. I am Horatio Zinn, as usual, here in booth 42. With me, as always, the incomparable, the glistening, the glazed, the chipped. Sculpted is the word I was looking for. That was going so well until I stumbled over the words.
derailed.
But this is Trellis Gardeen.
Thank you.
Trellis Gardeen here is who I was trying to describe.
Always good to be here, Horatio. You'd think by now you'd know what I look like, and it wouldn't be such an effort on your part to describe me.
I just want to find words that will honor and be accurate. But also to give a bit of excitement, pizzazz. I'm trying to give some pizzazz.
I would rather hope that my looks just leave people speechless.
Well then next intro will be, here's Trellis, that's what he looks like.
Just silence. You know who it is.
You see him and you'll know. You'll know.
No one else looks like him at all.
No.
I've made sure of that. Every plastic surgery has been a unique addition or subtraction.
Yes.
Compared to the entire database that is on Glandar. So I have matched myself up to everything to make sure that I am entirely unique.
Very good. I think that's wonderful, Fred. It's easier to find you in a lineup. I found that too.
Yes, that is true. It has kept me on the straight and narrow, knowing that I am the only one that looks like me. So,
yes.
Yeah, I could get picked out pretty easily. So,
Even any wanted posters for you, you tend to adjust and adapt.
but they're the best looking wanted posters.
They are.
I can play them. I'd be willing to autograph them should I ever turn to a life of crime.
Yes. And we know why he's wanted. You look and go, oh, I know why he's wanted. Look at that sculpted face.
Wanted, good looks.
Well, I'm looking around the booth, and I noticed that we have a guest.
Yes, we do.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, I'm Glenda from the planet Lovezerp. Happy to be here.
From Lovezorp. Is it Lovezorp?
Lovezerp.
Lovezerp. Good, I don't want to mispronounce that. Lovezerp. What a lovely name for a planet.
Zerp. That's the sound you make when you're finishing your soup. Zerp. So this should be easy for you to remember.
Yes, very similar to that.
I love this soup, Herb.
Exactly. So, Glenda, tell us a little bit about Lovezerp.
Lovezerp, we are the second happiest planet in the whole galaxy.
Second happiest.
The second happiest, yes, and one of the reasons why is because kind acts make money grow from our plants.
Kind acts make money grow. Oh. I might need a change in lifestyle if I live there. Because I would just be killing plants, I think. Things happen.
Well, she didn't say it killed them. They're just not going to maybe produce money.
Currency just exudes out of the plants if you're being a positive and energetically kind person. But, it can't be fake.
Oh, it has to be sincere.
It has to be sincere. What do you think? Money just grows out of plants for fake kindness? That's absurd.
I was hoping, because there's some days where you just have to fake it.
Well, how do the plants know whether it's sincere or not?
It's something that's resonant in the whole universe.
Yes.
Over in our galaxy, at least.
Yes, I would be buying lots of food and cushions.
Cushions?
I'd be out spending it on new plastic surgery the second I pulled it off the tree.
Ah.
It's an act of kindness to myself, which I always find to be sincere. Are those kinds of things considered valid acts of kindness?
Kindness to yourself definitely matters. I mean, you cannot give kindness to others without giving kindness to yourself first. You have to fill up your own cup.
Yes, yes. Fill up your own cup before you fill up someone else's.
Exactly.
A bit like oxygen masks. Pleasure yourself before you pleasure others.
Save yourself before you save someone else. Horatio.
Yes, yes, yes. That's perfect. Because otherwise you're just flailing there and you're both flailing and it's awkward. If nothing else, it's awkward.
Does anybody, work
Oh.
on Lovezerp if the money just grows on trees? And does anyone have to do anything to make, money outside of the trees? Or what do people do on Lovezerp?
Well, we have jobs like normal planets, of course. I mean, where would we be able to buy food or clothing if there were no workers? I mean, we do have a surplus of robots.
Oh, how did that happen?
Yes, yes. Robots.
Where did the surplus come from?
The economy was just so chipper a couple years back, and we invested in robots to do a lot of the jobs so that we could sit on our Belgiums and not really have to do much.
It's good. A Belgium is a good place to sit. It's good. That's what it's for.
Yes.
It's for resting, helping you rest comfortably.
You just spoke Horatio's language, I think, on that one.
Yes.
He is an expert at sitting on his Belgium. I am witness to it.
Yes.
It's an impressive watch. I'm not going to lie.
I have made quite a groove here in the booth, as you notice. The cushions here. I've made quite a Belgium groove.
Quite an indent over there.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for noticing.
It's like your signature throne in Millyways.
Yeah, I don't know that it could be filled in. I think it's a crevasse too far. I don't think it can be filled in.
Oh, that could be the title of your autobiography, Horatio. A crevasse too far.
A crevasse too far. Oh, that was actually when I tried some mountain climbing.
You did not.
Let me.
I don't believe you climbed a mountain.
Let me finish. I got.
Maybe you climbed a mountain of shrimp.
Actually, that was the story of it because.
Trellis, watch your mouth. Be kind to Horatio. You're in the presence of a kindness guru.
Thank you, or else there's no money.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let's pretend that there's a bush that with kindness grows money nearby. We're going to try to make this a kinder, gentler episode.
I can't make any promises.
I was going to say I got to the first crevasse, and it was a crevasse too far, and so I did not go any further. So no more crevasses.
Were you were just too wiped out from after that first one?
Yes. Also, I envisioned the effort, and it just made me collapse.
Do you actually burn any calories at the thought of exercise or doing something physically intensive?
I am sweating, so I assume something's burning.
That could be a way to, get yourself in a little bit better shape here.
Yes.
So you're not leaving such a crevasse in the booth.
Yes.
But if it's really wearing you out that much, then maybe not such a great idea. You mentioned the jobs. You have all the jobs like everybody else. So what do you do?
Yes. Please tell us.
Well, funny you ask. I am a 99th generation kindness trainer.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're the 99th in your 99th generation.
Family? Is it a family business?
It is. It's just a family tradition to make sure that we train the young saps to be kind. So the economy and everything just is glorious and synchronistic.
Do you train anybody? If you were going to train
Yes.
Horatio or me, what would be your initial take? What kind of plans would go through your head of these two?
Well, my training would start with a gigantic hug.
Good start.
A little bit of a dance, maybe.
So you get your reward at the beginning. You get the reward at the beginning of the training.
Yes, every kindness trainer supplies rewards first.
Oh, lovely. Perfect. I like this already.
Would it be possible to air hug? Because I'm not always sure that full contact is going to maintain this look. I mean, again, a lot of work done. Glass houses and all. Don't throw hugs at my glass house.
I wouldn't want to squish you on the first time we meet.
That implies there's squishing in the future, though.
Oh, that's true.
It is within my values not to squish you, but I'm very curious now.
As to whether or not I would squish?
Whether or not you'd disconfigure a little bit upon the hugging.
Oh.
Would you snap back into? I'm curious about this as well. Trellis, you haven't felt physical love in so long that I don't know. I'm sorry to bring that out to everyone, but I just thought.
Emotionally, I snap back usually, but
Oh yes, because you don't care.
No, that's true. That's true. It's easier to snap back when
Apathy.
you know, the snapping back implies you've been pulled in a direction to snap back to. When you don't care, you never actually end up at the place you need to snap back from.
That sounds valuable enough to me. That's a good.
That is the most logical thing ever said on this program, and I'm starting to wonder if we're drifting.
Now, with the hug, is the hug always the opener in kindness training?
It depends. You have to really use your eyes and your ears and your as many ears or eyes as your being possesses. And you really have to tune in.
This is a total hug. This isn't a just put the arms around the back and kind of pat lightly and
It'll be okay.
it'll be good. We're not touching anything else.
You're talking to a professional here. We don't just hug. Ooh.
Oh no, I didn't mean to offend. So there's hugging and there's hugging.
That would explain your extra long arm. Your arms look a little bit longer than the,
Yes.
at least what I'm used to seeing. I know it varies from planet to planet, but those arms are going to wrap at least 1.5 to 2 times.
Yes.
Around me, more than maybe one.
True.
I think you could get around me once. Unless you can extend your arms. As beings on your world get older, do your arms get shorter as you get older?
I'll have to ask my great-grandmother.
Yes.
That's an interesting question, Horatio.
Thank you. I enjoy asking interesting questions.
I would hope that they get shorter as you get older, because, like, when you do pass away, if you get put into a coffin, I imagine they're just going to break those arms in half to get you in.
Oh, goodness.
I love the idea of kindness. Well, although the sincerity part of it makes things a little difficult at times. But I love the idea of kindness for profit. What a lovely idea.
That seems a little at odds.
No, I there's a profit to either.
Glenda, do you charge for your services, or is the fact that it's causing the plants to grow enough to keep you all happy?
I take a small cut.
Nice.
You take a percentage.
No, I go and cut some of their plants.
Oh, okay.
Physically cut them for myself.
It's a literal cut.
That's good. That's wonderful.
Do you replant those at your own house?
I was picturing a bit of like raking up money at some point, like that the leaves had fallen off. You're just raking it up, putting it into a bag or a leaf blower. Leaf blower,
exactly.
yes. Labor-saving device. You notice that both of us keyed into that.
We don't have a lot of those on our planet.
No.
Do you enjoy labor on your planet, or you just haven't thought of them yet?
We use the robots for that.
Oh yes, the
that's
robots.
Right. We
The
completely forgot
robots.
about the robots. Yeah, if I had a robot to do all my work, I would absolutely do it. If I had a robot to replace Horatio, I would be very tempted, because that means more appetizers for me.
I would be fine with it, because then I'd probably be somewhere else eating appetizers and not having to do anything. As usual, traditionally, we have our firecracker shrimp with wham bam sauce.
I have also ordered the new, well, it's not new, it's Flea dip,
Oh,
but it's whipped.
Whipped flea
Yes.
dip?
Yes.
Wow.
Normally it's creamy. This is whipped, so it's a little fluffier. It's lighter. It adds, I don't know, it adds a little tanginess to it, I think. But yeah, so we've got some flea dip. And what else? What is it? What's the...
Oh, I've got some scruffle dumplings.
Oh.
I tried to do scruffle dumplings.
Nice.
Yeah, they've got a bit of they're a little hairy, but they're delightful. Once you get inside, they're very soft. You just have to get past the stubble on the outside.
Well, it comes with an optional razor.
Yes.
You can shave it.
Yes.
Should you not want.
Very interesting. I don't believe we have hairy appetizers on our planet. What a delicacy.
Yeah, you can find just about everything here at Millyways, even things that it's not wise for you to eat.
Yeah, we don't want you to end before the universe ends. That's
No.
If you look at the menu, that's at the bottom of each page.
Yes, because it's awkward if you go out to dinner with someone who, say you're dinner with 3 friends and you're all of different species, and you don't. Oh, do you want to try some of my leafy dip? And they say no. Just looking at that will kill me. And you say, oh, okay, well perhaps we shouldn't order that.
Well, plus, if they were to eat it and then die, that means now the check's getting split 2 ways instead of 3, and I got to
Yes.
pay more.
Yes,
And that's not
yes.
going to make me very happy.
No, that'll ruin a meal having to pay for it.
That does not sound like what would make me unhappy from that disaster.
No, that would be very saddening, I think, and a lot of trees would not be producing money
No.
on Lovezerp. That's what I
No.
think. Now, do people worship anything on Lovezerp? Are the trees,
Ooh.
they're so integral to the economy and everyone's lives, are they considered like a holy item?
We do celebrate our plants on Plantalonium Day.
Ooh.
Plantalonium Day.
Well, and what goes on Plantalonium Day? Like, feasts, parades? What kind of stuff's going on?
Yes, there's a feast, there's a parade, there's dancing,
Ooh.
and
dancing.
many hugs, of course.
Oh,
Lovely, how
I'm
lovely.
still a little iffy on the hugs.
Yeah, man. I'll be there for the hugs.
I could come out looking like an entirely different person. I'm really worried about that. I just
You are having a great nose day, Trellis,
Oh,
if I do
thanks,
say
he
so
is.
myself.
I think that's
Thank
one
you
of his
very much.
best.
yes, that had to make at least an acre of money trees. It's probably like sprouting and falling off. You're making it rain tree money.
Unfortunately, Trellis, I have to be on my own planet, making kindness happen.
Oh no. So any kindness we show you right now is just a waste, is what you're saying.
It's not a waste. You're in pleasant company of a kindness trainer.
So we're practicing. We're practicing at this point. We're practicing.
Well, my cross-galaxy journey, I have to advocate for kindness. It's just a natural thing.
Oh yes, of course.
What if we wrote you a note and you took it back and you held it in front of the tree? Would that count?
A really nice note. Or a video. Perhaps a video, a selfie.
Gosh, I have never tried that before.
I mean, it seems like a lot of off-world kindness could be going to waste. If you could use it, that could be another replacement from you actually having to be kind.
Wow.
If people sent you videos of them being kind on other planets, just like the robots, you could, maybe take it a little bit easier. You not have to be out there hugging everybody all the time.
Oh, good.
You mean I could sit on my Belgium even more than I do now?
Yes.
Yes.
Surrogate hugging, surrogate kindness trainers, or something like that.
That is very innovative,
Yes.
Trellis and Horatio.
We're here to labor save as much as possible.
Labor saving. That sounds like you, Horatio.
Yes, we try to conserve energy as much as possible. At least I do.
Kindness once removed. That's what I'd like to call it.
Oh, kindness once removed. Or indirect kindness, virtual kindness.
Virtual kindness.
We're trying to help you with your business here, your business model.
We've done a little marketing in the past. So, does your family business have a tagline?
Tagline?
Oh, yes. Oh, a slogan or something that people would say on the street that makes them think of you and your family and what you do.
No, we never had one of those before. 99th generations and no tagline.
Oh, I think it's about time. Oh, this is wonderful. Wonderful opportunity for us to involve ourselves.
Well, I've got one for you. How about I do a little poetry every once in a while. How about hugging, it's not mugging?
That's true.
Because you're getting the kindness followed up by clarity that it's not bad.
And you're not stealing money.
Think about it.
Okay, I'll simmer on it.
Just think about it, will you?
I won't charge much as far as royalties
Royalties.
go. Yeah, exactly.
That's good. That's good because that's not that very much.
Well, if it takes off and brings you more business, that means a lot of money tree action.
Oh yes, could be the whole marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Campaign. I've just never thought about the marketing aspect of kindness. That almost takes a little bit of the heart out of it. I'm not a salesman of kindness. I'm a trainer.
I understand. It's wonderful for you to be passionate about you. I thought of a slogan, kindness. It's worth it. Something like that. It's a little casual. It's not in your face.
Can you tell us anything about? Has there ever been a time where you just couldn't do it and you couldn't be kind? Was there someone that really just got under your skin?
Way back when I was a wee little girl, Someone pushed me.
No.
You pushed me away from a toy that was rightfully mine.
No. It's terrible.
Those long arms, I think you could have pushed him off a cliff.
Oh, yes, Trellis always looking forward.
And then you're far enough away that no one would even have suspected you because how far apart they are. They couldn't have possibly pushed him off.
Yes.
Because I'm assuming you're the only ones on your planet that have the long arms because it's so specific to your job.
We tend to just have longer arms. Sometimes it's not noticeable because some of the other beings have interesting features too, like a couple extra eyes or kind of bulges.
Oh, bulges and oh yes, the bulges. Yes, I've heard about the bulges. Just sticking out for no reason. But I'm sure maybe they have a reason for it. I don't want to judge them. There could be a reason they're bulging.
There was Glenda went through a bulge phase where people were getting bulges put all over them in the surgeries, and it ended up fizzling out when people would go through the grocery store and just like they'd be turning around and inadvertently they were just knocking everything off the shelves.
Yes.
Because they didn't have the awareness of where all their, how far the bulges were sticking out, how low or high they were. The amount of loss on the grocery stores was devastating. We had an entire generation of grocery stores that went out of business.
Oh no, how unfortunate for them.
Oh, just for that? But did they not have anyone to pick things up in those grocery stores, Trellis?
No, they didn't.
Oh, that's terrible.
We never had it. We never had the problem before. No one was trained to do it.
Those who were trained to stock the shelves apparently were not trained to pick things up and put them back on the shelves.
No.
That seems like a job producer. I feel like that would be a good thing.
Yes.
More jobs.
So I'm just picturing all these stores shut down because there are things on the floor.
Yeah, well, no one could walk around them either. They were afraid they're going to slip, and they just kind of kept piling up. And then the shelves were so empty, people were walking on the shelves to get around the grocery store, and everything was on the floor in the middle of the aisles. It was a dark time on Glandar.
That is a very unique disaster to happen.
That sounds like something that would happen on Schenecticus.
Oh yes, it does, Horatio. You're right.
Sounds very Schenectician.
We basically eventually let the animals into the store, and they ate everything off the floor and cleaned it all up. And then we decided to get a handle on the problem. And at that point, we figured out that, hey, if you train someone to pick it up off the floor, you don't have to. But then at that point, everybody got rid of the bumps anyways. So
it was a non-issue at that point.
Yeah.
It was a dark time, the great unpleasantness.
We went to the heart, the source of the problem.
The bulge.
Yes.
The bulge. Yeah, went to the bulge of the matter. The bulge in the room.
I think that in the history books, it is referred to as the Battle of the Bulge.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yes.
Oh, yes. Of course.
Now I understand. Not to get back, I'm just picturing now what happened to the animals that you let in to eat all the food. Are they still in those stores? Or... I'm sorry, I'm fascinated by this because the food. What happened to the food? I'm scared for the food.
Do you hang around a place once the food is gone, Horatio?
Oh, definitely not. Why would you?
Oh, well, then why would they?
Ah, very good point. Very good point.
Glenda, am I making sense here? I think this seems pretty
I feel
obvious.
like it's perfect sense, Trellis. Yes, Horatio.
Thank you. See, she's on my side. She sees the clarity of the situation and has taken my side. Thank you, Glenda.
Food gone, animals gone.
I think that might get a hug. I might allow a hug from that.
Oh, try the hug. I want to see if he bounces back.
I'm going to be really soft on this hug, Trellis. Are you ready?
I think so.
All right, now.
I'm going to count.
Okay. Well, what are you counting to?
To 3.
Okay.
That is the most important thing, is to know when to start.
I would at least like to know when it's about to happen.
We have had a number of instances of hugs here, and it takes a long time to get to the actual hug because we're figuring out the timing.
The timing? The timing is always right for a hug.
Oh, wonderful. That has not happened here before. Generally, they want preparation.
Preparation?
Preparation time. You have to get you in the right mindset to hug.
Are you saying all hugs on Lovezerp are spontaneous? At any moment, someone could just come running out and attack somebody with a hug?
I wouldn't say attack, Trellis.
Bombard.
I'd imagine that it's just a way of life. It's a very loving. Some people would rather give an interpretive dance than a hug or a song.
Okay, that's a mental hug, an audible hug. Okay. those arms are really long.
You ready? I want to describe this to the because we are not a visual medium, so I have to describe this to listeners, of course.
Okay, so you're going on 3.
Yes. Her arms are extending. Her arms are extending now, and they're wrapping.
2.
Oh, they're creeping toward him.
3.
And the arms are wrapping. Oh, they're wrapping. At least 2 times.
Yes.
Trellis does not. You're not squirming as much as you normally do in hug.
I can't squirm because they're wrapped around me twice.
Oh, very good. Yes, you're compressing him. Let's see how this goes.
All right, I'm letting up.
That was. Well, how do I look?
He sort of poofed out. You poofed out.
Did it squeeze stuff up into my face, and it's now a little more plump?
You are a little plumper there. You do look like you.
Ooh,
yes.
Nice. And my waist is skinnier. Ooh, this is not bad. This was like non-invasive plastic surgery. Really, I like hugs. This is good.
Very good. A hug. I'm curious to see how long this lasts.
You look very
Svelte.
healthy. You look
Thank you.
just more color in your flesh.
Well, that's the mood. That's the mood skin.
Yes.
That's the mood skin. It's a happy yellow right now. So
yes,
clearly,
very healthy, happy yellow.
And is happy with where you have taken me.
And I thought that only happened when you have a pan-galactic Gargle Blaster, Trellis.
Oh no, that's Well, that does make me pretty happy.
That does bring about certain feelings.
Forgetful.
Definitely forgetful.
Yes. The next day, there's a lot of work to remember what happened the previous night.
Yes.
But this has been fantastic. I love it.
Look at this. Look at what you've left Trellis with.
Oh.
I didn't have to deal with weeks of recovery from plastic surgery. This was just like a hug, and it's reproportioned things. But like you said, Horatio, we have to see how long this holds.
We will see. We'll see that. Yes.
So Glenda, do you have a card?
Yes, I do, actually.
I may have to put you on retainer, because obviously, I think it was the ability to wrap around me twice, is what got it through. Because I have been hugged before, and it did not have this effect. So you got really strong arms.
I have to say, this makes my day. I am so pleasantly surprised.
I wish that there had been a money bush nearby, because I think it would just be flinging currency all over the place with the happiness and kindness that's in this booth.
I would share some of my money tree that I had from home, but that's kind of weird to pay people to be my friends. It just doesn't sit right with me.
That normally only happens in college fraternal organizations.
Yes.
Yes, normally that. So it's good, just save your money and just try to get. I think that you could get by just on your pure kindness and loveliness. I don't think you would need to pay anyone.
Yes, I just like to share the wealth, but in this case, it's a little strange to share.
Well, you're sharing the wealth of kindness, and you reshaped Trellis and showed him that maybe he doesn't have to have actual surgery every time he wants to change. He might just need a hug.
Let's not go too far.
Might just need a hug.
Let's not go too far. I'm willing to incorporate the hug into my regimen, but I'm not going to abandon the plastic surgery completely. Let's not be crazy here.
That's perfectly fair.
Well, I would like to kindly create an entry for you today, Glenda, because this has been awesome. I've never been hugged so well. I'm very excited right now.
No, this is wonderful.
It's a pure delight, Trellis. I'm so glad.
Let me tell you right here. What do you have down there on the notes there?
I took one thing I said is clothes don't grow on trees, which is sort of an off. That was just more of an assumption I made from something.
It's very off-brand.
It is off-brand. It's the second happiest place in the universe.
Ooh.
Second. That's right there. That tells you right there what's going on.
More hugs, and that could get you guys up to number 1.
Hugging for profit. Kindness pays off.
Ooh.
Kindness pays off.
Ooh, actually.
Kindness, and in the S in pays, I'll make that a dollar sign.
There we go. Good.
Kindness pays off is a good motto
I
for our
think so.
planet if we wanted more tourism opportunities.
Well, here, let me write that in on your card. Kindness pays off. Put little quotes around it. Again, let me change that S back to the dollar sign. Perfect. Here, no. I have written it down.
Okay.
Take your card back. Pitch this to everybody as your slogan. I will expect to see royalties at some point. But yes, coming it up, I'm going to hit submit on this. And there it goes. Well, Glenda, thank you so much for coming to see us. This has been awesome.
This is wonderful. Thank you for being here. I hope that the kindness lingers here in the booth.
I hope so too. It would just really, really make my stay here just so much more delightful if I knew that I could make a difference over here at Millyways.
That's a braggadocious statement, but you made it happen.
I would like, if possible, to go out on. I didn't get a hug, and so I would like a hug before we finish, if that's all right.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, Horatio. I would love to leave with a hug.
Let's see if your arms are long enough to reach around me at least once. Let's see if that happens.
All right, are you ready for the countdown?
Oh, I was born ready for this.
1,
1. Oh,
2,
oh.
3.
Oh, and your arms are extending.
Oh my gosh, you broke her arm.
Oh no.
Oh my god, they're overstretched.
Oh no.
They're not snapping
Oh,
back.
oh.
Somebody get some help.
Oh god.
Call
no.
somebody.
Oh no.
Call the nurse.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining us for Hitchhikers and Appetizers. And of course, special thanks goes to our guest Glenda from Lovezerp. I have been Horatio Zinn.
And I continue to be Trellis Gardeen. Until next time, keep your towels clean. And if you're a time traveler who's been sent to the past to prevent your present day, you'll probably know you've succeeded when you cease to exist. So don't panic.
Everything you heard in this episode was improvised, but not everything improvised was heard. This episode of Hitchhikers and Appetizers featured the voice talents of Mike Gorgone as Trellis Gardeen, Bran Peacock as Horatio Zinn, and Alyssa Marr as Glenda from Lovezerp. Finally, Hitchhikers and Appetizers is part of the Improv in Action Network. Check out other great improvised podcasts and projects at improvinaction.com. If you'd like to reach out to Trellis or Horatio, you can send electronic messages to them at our Galaxy address, hitchappspodcast@gmail.com. Or you can find them on Twitter with the handle hitchapps.
And before you go, we here at Hitchhikers and Appetizers would like to announce that we're now a featured podcast on Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web on topics you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. Browse articles from topics you choose and start playing. Stop scrolling, start listening. You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Kardashians. We here at Hitchhikers and Appetizers won't judge you. To your face, at least. Newsly will find you the latest articles and read them to you aloud. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries. As mentioned earlier, our podcast is there too. I started using it as my default podcast app. They even have digital radio. Download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link in this episode's description, and use the promo code ZERS, Z-E-R-S, to receive a 1-month free premium subscription. 1 month is better than no months, I always say, and I'm Trellis Gardeen.
Shut up and sit down.